everybody, and welcome back to Is It Kino, your favorite movie and now television show review podcast. I am your host, Simeon Johnson Bohemian, joined as always by E-Rich McCoy.
Holy shit, I'm E-Rich. I'm turning into E-Rich. No, I've been gaining weight.
Oh, God. That's the first thing you go to is his weight? That's how little you think of him? Wow. Now,
yes, that is how little I think of him.
Florian, I've been thinking a lot this week. But by any chance, do you have any experience in like making video games? Like, would you know how to design a video game?
Nah, no idea, man.
Okay.
I keep trying. It never turns out right.
Well, I came up with what I think is $1 million video game idea,
Whoa.
and I've been trying to find a developer who can make it. And I thought maybe that could be you. And all I would ask is that if you design the game for me and it makes millions of dollars, all that I want is 80% of the revenue. That's it, just 80%. I think that's a fair cut.
So generous. Well, you see, that's how you would do it, but the way you should do it is you just hire a bunch of Indian people, and then they work for really cheap. That's the best way to make games nowadays.
Well, do you want to hear what my game idea is that I think is going to really take the world by storm?
Oh, well, yeah, no one's listening. It'll be fine. They won't steal the idea.
No. This is trademarked to Mumkey Jones Enterprises. If anybody steals my idea, then I will sue them indefinitely. It's called, my video game is called The Binding of Corn Pizza. It's about a man. Wait, why that reaction? I mean, you don't even know what it's about. The title could mean anything.
Nah, damn it, you had to combine both the memes about me.
What are you talking about? This is my original idea. It's about
you pizza and you shoot corn. Is that it?
No, it's a man who's hungry and he calls his local pizzeria and he orders a corn pizza, and that's the game.
That is a good game, I guess.
Wow. Even Florian thinks it'd be a fun game. Will you design it for me? Do you want to make it?
Maybe.
You can have Squid Pizza DLC.
No, squids are not for eating.
What? You can eat squid? It's delicious.
How dare you? You will not be spared in the squid invasion.
All right, folks. This week we have actually more television show reviews to cover than movies. Last week was the big movie catch-up. This week is what comedy, 30-minute comedy shows did we watch this week? I think we're going to cover a little bit of the new Rick and Morty, some of that new Star Wars Mandalorian show, and a viewer named Baron Von Brunk, who makes some lovely Lego animations over on YouTube, paid me $1 for us to review the 1986 Transformers cartoon movie. I guess, Florian, I owe you 50 cents of that since you had to watch it too.
Oh, I loved it. You can keep the money.
Oh, wow, good. So where do you want to begin, Florian? What are you just itching to get opinions off your chest on?
Well, let's finally start with the big one. You finally enjoy Star Wars, I guess. How did
Whoa!
you like the Mandalorian?
All right.
No,
I said oh, or whoa.
Oh.
So, Florian, last week we discussed the context of a review, and I argued Jenny Nicholson's opinion on Joker is irrelevant because she's a straight white female with no mental illness who cannot possibly relate. That being said, coming into reviewing anything Star Wars, I think it's important for the audience to understand that I'm coming from the perspective of somebody who actively dislikes Star Wars and has not even come close to seeing all of the movies. I've seen 4 and 5, didn't bother with 6. I have not seen the prequels. I've hated all of the new Disney movies. Episode 7 I hated. Episode 8 I hated. Rogue One I got half an hour in and quit because it was boring. And Solo I thought was actually kind of good. So
this one you watched all the way?
But, well, let me say, all that being said, context out of the way, I think The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars content since 1980. This is a show I am genuinely looking forward to tuning into every single week. So far, I love it. If it wasn't Star Wars, I'd be even happier. I think it's a fun show so far.
Wow, that is so random. I can't believe that this is the one that you pick up on. I guess it really isn't that much Star Wars. It's just very Star Wars themed. So, do you like the whole character that never reveals his face? Or does he reveal his face? We'll never
You know
know.
what, Florian? I was just kidding. I don't really like this show.
No!
It's not progressive enough. Okay, I'm so sick of Latino men getting the starring roles in shows. When are we gonna get a Star Wars about a straight white female, folks? Huh? The largest demographic group in America. How come they don't get their own Star Wars protagonist? Huh?
Wow. I guess they'll never get it.
These
I
damn
guess.
Latinos get all the starring roles. Ugh, not progressive enough.
Wow. Okay.
What
I
is
guess
your
now I don't know what you think.
what is your real opinion on the Mandalorian so far?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm not superly into it, but I guess I'll watch it to the end. It's gonna be interesting. I don't
Here in
know.
my opinion is why after two 30-minute episodes, Mr. Mandalorian himself is already a more rootable protagonist than
30
anybody.
minutes?
The second episode was like 28 fucking minutes. They're not even trying. But
That can't be right. Are you sure you
it,
watched the whole thing?
yes, it was like 28 fucking minutes. They weren't even trying. But episode
I,
1, the Mandalorian is introduced as the ultimate badass. He's kicking the shit out of people in bars. He walks in and there's a whole bunch of stormtroopers. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm the Mandalorian. I'll fuck shit up. Episode 2, you got these little Florian Juniors running around with towels on their heads, and they have this fucking
what the fuck?
little stun guns, and they
The
beat.
Chavas, they're
Yeah,
the worst thing about Star Wars.
the,
And you say they're like me, you bastard.
isn't the implication that they're Muslim or something?
I don't know.
Well,
Just,
my point is,
I guess.
the Mandalorian is supposed to be this badass rogue hero or whatever. The Jawas beat the ever-loving fuck out of him. It's not even close. He gets obliterated. And I think if this was Rey, she would have been blindfolded and killed all of them without even trying. The fact that they're giving us a Star Wars protagonist that actually loses and has weaknesses, I think is so refreshing in the year 2019. When's the last
Wow.
time Rey lost a fucking fight? Never in her life.
But didn't she lose like the entire movie she was in? Damn
What?
it.
No.
Sure,
With
they
one
all
shot
failed.
from the Falcon, she destroyed 3 ships. It's a fucking
they-
farce.
They don't have shields, alright? What do you want?
The Jawas didn't have shields, and they beat the fuck out of the Mandalorian. He was trying his best. He's climbing up on that giant tank thing. They're like, it's like a cartoon where they're opening windows and throwing shit at him. And I thought it's so much fun. It's so great. What do you think of what everybody is calling Baby Yoda?
Well, at first I was like, yeah, this is really cool, but then now it has so incredible superpowers already. Are you sure that's necessary? Well, what is it gonna do? Is this badass bounty hunter now gonna be the nanny, and is this just gonna be him taking care of the baby, but then the baby lifts him up and dangles him?
Do you not like that premise of it's like a buddy cop show with the most badass stone cold killer in the galaxy with a baby, and the baby has force powers? You don't think that's funny in concept?
That is funny, but I was a little disappointed at the end of episode 1 where he killed that droid, and I was like, yeah, he hates droids. He's gonna have to deal with this droid sidekick that he's gonna have. Nope, he just shoots him. Damn it. I wanted to see buddy cop comedy with this guy and this droid. But now I guess he's got a baby that doesn't talk. I guess we'll see if that pans out.
The character of Suicidal Droid was when I knew I was gonna like this show. I've never seen such a relatable character on screen. Every time a minor inconvenience happens, the droid says, "Time to kill myself." And I'm like, whoa! Did they copy my life story? What's going on? Florian, do you know who did the voice of the Suicidal Droid?
No, tell me.
It's gonna blow your mind. It's Taika Waititi.
Oh my god, we're gonna see him in Rick and Morty too in the next episode. Holy shit.
Are we really? Is he doing a voice?
Yeah, he's like that disgusting, flashy pink dude that we saw in like two of the teaser clips they
Oh,
did.
I don't watch the
Like how,
teasers. I thought you said you
like
don't
how,
watch the teasers either in your YouTube video, Florian.
I
Talking out
don't
of
watch
both
the
sides of your mouth.
Well, it's Rick and Morty. I gotta watch everything Rick and Morty. Okay,
Yeah.
needs to happen.
It
I can't
turns
wait for
out
him to.
I heard that
Uh,
Taika Waititi is directing the season finale of The Mandalorian too. So since you love his
Holy
directing so
shit!
much, maybe you'll really like the season finale.
Is he gonna be like a clone army of those droids? Is that gonna
Oh,
happen?
Suicidal Army? What is that? The ISIS?
Oh, yeah. I guess they should be using that in combat, huh? They should just blow up on their enemies.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is it interesting to you that in episode 1, Mandalorian and Suicidal Droid take out a whole army of guys with blasters and guns, and then episode 2 he gets butt fucked by Jawas? Like, what is happening with this character? He gave up.
Yeah, I guess he's pretty good with that blaster, but then he has that rifle. It takes an hour to reload. That's pretty weird, huh? If only he could have just used that blaster the entire time.
Now,
Yeah.
our buddy E-Rich might no longer be on the show as of now, but I thought it would be interesting to bring in his perspective, Florian, so that
Oh,
you can disagree with it.
is it a surprise, Erich? Oh my
No, no, no,
God.
no. He tweeted out, Mandalorian episode 1, the first 10 minutes are horrible, but the rest feels like Star Wars. Do you concur?
I don't remember what happens in the first 10 minutes, so I
The
guess I do.
the first 10 minutes are the bar scene where like the blue guy is like bumbling around and then Mandalorian saves him only to take him hostage anyway.
So is where he gets frozen. Is that still part of the first 10 minutes?
I'd imagine so. I can see why Erich wouldn't like it because it was very, as I said, Orville-esque comedy with
Oh
just like the
no.
bumbling guy in blue makeup doing his shittiest Type 5, trying to be funny. But I personally really enjoyed it. I like that we got to see one of those stupid circular doors that close in a dumb way, cut a guy in half, even though it was PG and we didn't
Yeah,
get to
that was
see him
fun.
get all cut in half. But I thought it was. I enjoyed the opening as much as the rest of it.
Yeah, I guess I didn't like how the bar fight started, but I guess it's cool that he got sliced in half by a door. That was fun, yeah.
Do you wish that they would have shown it in all the blood and gore of the door, or that's a lot of rhyming in a row, or are you content with the pussification of Star Wars for this Disney Plus child audience?
Oh, in the first Star Wars, we have guys get killed by the lightsaber and they just disappear and the ropes fall to the ground. I don't know. Seems like it's probably about as violent as it would be.
What about Darth Maul? Don't we see him get chopped in half?
I thought you didn't see the prequels.
I've seen the
Hmm.
the good scene on YouTube. I don't watch the whole movie.
Yeah, I guess we see that. Oh man, did you know that he survives? Did
Yeah,
you know
he's
that
in
he?
Solo. I saw Solo.
Ah, you're right. Oh yeah, you did. That's not the one you half watched. All right, yeah, that
That's
makes
the one
sense.
that I actually enjoyed.
Yeah, apparently he had spider legs at some point because he had to replace his lower body. Because that makes sense. He could just survive with just a torso.
Hey, you don't know anything about Darth Maul. He can do whatever he wants.
He can.
He's a
He's
queen.
pretty good.
He's Yas queen.
I'm not sure there is much gore in just being cut in half. I mean, there's not much in that scene either, but I guess it's something.
I think they say that the lightsaber blade cauterizes the wound, or is that the term cauterize when you make it so you can't bleed because you burn the fuck out of your wound?
Yeah, but I don't know if that works if you like hit an artery. I mean, that's just gonna gush out no matter what.
Well, maybe he didn't have any arteries in the entire midsection of his body.
I don't remember how much blood there was.
Probably
Yeah,
none.
there should have been lots of blood.
Yeah. Do you have any
Yeah.
other thoughts on The Mandalorian? Are you excited for the next 6 episodes? Do you have any predictions of what will come of Baby Yoda?
It's so, yeah, I guess he's gonna keep that baby around the entire time, even though it's just a job, and he would have to give it up. I guess whoever wanted that baby is gonna die, and then he has to take care of that baby.
Do you
Hmm.
think he'll have a big change of heart moment where he decides he wants to befriend the baby and care for it rather than trade it in for all those Republic credits or whatever the fuck.
And then he's just on the run because everyone wants to either kill or take care of that baby.
Well, the guy who wants it, who is played by what's his name with the funny voice, I don't remember, but he's iconic and his voice is just hilarious. He kind of sounds like you. He's obviously working with some of the remnants of the Republic or the evil bad mans of the Star Wars universe. I'm guessing they wanna take
The Empire?
Yeah, the Empire. They want to take Baby Yoda and harness his Force powers to bring the Empire back. So Mandalorian has to protect. It's just like Logan all over again. You got to protect the stupid little baby.
That does make sense, because Yoda's lived for like 1,000 years, so they'll finally have a Reich that lives for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
The Empire.
I think
it would be the perfect plan.
I'm pretty sure there was a line of dialogue that the baby Yoda is like 60 years old, so evidently this species just grows really fucking slow.
Yeah, I don't know. Shouldn't it learn by now? Shouldn't it be wise by now?
It is! It used the Force to lift a rhino up in the air!
But it doesn't talk! Why doesn't it talk?
Yeah, some say speak softly but carry a big stick, Florian. And I've been carrying a big stick my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Well. Did you like that this straight to streaming television show had better rhino CGI than the $1 billion Black Panther movie?
I guess that was pretty good, yeah.
They're both made by literally the same company.
Finally.
Yeah. Like, Disney learned from the error of their ways. They said, this Black Panther movie, fuck this shit. Mandalorian's where we should put all the CGI budget.
I guess maybe it helps because it didn't need to be real, because it's an alien rhino? Could this be?
Yeah, the rhino, if I recall, the rhinos in Black Panther were super realistic looking.
Weren't they armored or something? I don't know.
They were stupid and ugly.
I don't remember them. I guess No, I can't watch it again. Hell no.
If I recall, Kino did 3 separate reviews of Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
Were you on any of them?
Like 11 people. No, wait, that wasn't it. Yeah, it must have been.
I do not recall any episode of this show. I don't listen to my old movie opinions. What a boring waste of time that would be.
I just remember that one episode where there were 11 people, and it was for Infinity War. Remember that one?
Yeah, that sounds about right. So Florian,
all the old crew.
We've seen
all hate each other now.
We've seen about an hour of Mandalorian, and the people are dying to know. Florian Himzel, is it Kino?
Yeah, it's Kino. I guess I changed my mind. It's good now, yeah, because
wow.
Finally, it's actually what I always wanted, come to think of it. It's finally Star Wars, but it's not just a single movie. So there we go. We did it. Star Wars Kino, finally, at last.
Yeah, I think Disney has redeemed themselves after making, 4 shitty Star Wars movies. Finally, they're giving me something that I can enjoy.
They make 4? I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Shit. And maybe 5, because episode 9 is not looking too good. We'll find out next month, won't we?
Well, we don't know anything yet. I mean, I know I like it. Damn, why must you hate the Star Wars? Maybe Mandalorian will turn you around and you'll finally love it.
I just said that I think it's the best Star Wars since 1980, so what are you going to do? Should we move on to another live-action cartoon, Florian? A little show I like to call Rick and Morty. Da-da-da-da.
Live-action Rick and Morty, yeah.
Who would play...
Rick.
If they made a live-action Rick and Morty movie, who would play Rick and who would play Morty? And don't say Michael Cera, because that's a cop-out.
Who is that even? Damn. Who would have such a magnificent unibrow?
Michael Cera's the guy from, Juno.
You think I remember the male characters from Juno?
Michael Cera's a very famous actor.
Oh, the young guy? What? I thought you were looking for... Wait, he wouldn't be... Isn't Rick... Well,
I'm talking about to play Morty, not for Rick.
Oh, Morty.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He's probably too old for Morty.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it's a cop-out.
Oh. I don't even know people that age. I mean, actors that age, if you know them, they're already going to grow up. I guess they have to cast someone new. Someone who has a perfectly round head.
Uh,
Who could it be?
who are you thinking for Rick though?
Yeah, that's the hard one.
I think Justin Roiland should do it.
What does he look like? I don't even know. Now he's probably not
I
skinny
think he's a
enough.
ginger.
Oh, that
Yeah,
won't work.
they had to color his hair
Even though.
blue.
I never know. Should Rick be Mexican? Sanchez.
Maybe Biggs could play Rick, and I'll play Morty.
Yeah, let's be Riggs. Riggs.
Big Riggs. What is this, angry video game nerd?
Yeah, maybe they make one episode where he's one of the infinite Riggs. Big Riggs.
Could be. Florida, what did you think of the season 4 premiere of Ricardo and Mortimer?
I creamed all of my teens. It was so
Whoa!
good. It just kept going, and every minute of it was amazing. It just, like, always something new happening, and yet it was interesting. Except for this fucking hologram Rick. God, he's so annoying.
You didn't think that was a funny take on like PC Rick?
Oh, why would it be a PC Rick?
Because he's a hologram. He's fighting for the rights of his people, and he gets super offended by any slight thing that he misinterprets as being anti-hologram.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a Rick would get offended at things. Why would this be the case? And why does he? Would he even try to resurrect Rick, or would he just try to resurrect himself as Rick?
I guess we'll have to save that for your Rick and Morty fan fiction that you're working on.
Haha, well, too late, I guess.
Hey, you got animation chops. You could literally make your own episode of Rick and Morty. You should go for it.
Yeah, one day maybe. No, wait. I have my own thing planned. I'll make something sci-fi with 2 crazy kooky characters one day. You'll see.
I just like the idea of you writing, directing, and voice acting like a 4-minute Rick and Morty scene, and you do all the characters' voices, so they all just sound like you with slightly different pitch.
I like the idea, but I hate the work of doing it.
Hey, you got that? You hired that guy to animate shit for you. Just make him do it.
I know, but even then, still writing it and performing it is still a hassle.
Half the script is burp, burp, improvised line, burp. Oh, geez, Rick. Oh, geez. Morty. Oh, geez. That's half the script. You're already almost done.
Oh, man. That reminds me of my favorite part of this episode where Morty walks in. It's Shrimp Morty, and he's like, "Oh, Rick, are you making clones in here?" And both of them just blow up on him and are like, "Oh, Morty, you're so fucking stupid. Get out of here."
Like at the end when they do that to Summer.
Yeah, I guess they do.
I like characters who bond by their shared hatred of a third character.
If only they had really bonded.
Now, did you?
One of them was a fascist.
Did you stick around to the post-credits scene of this episode?
Oh man, I forgot like 3 times, but then on the 4th time I remembered, hey, there's something more, isn't there? Oh my god, and it all made sense.
The post-credit scene, in my view, is not only the funniest joke of the episode, it might be one of the funniest punchlines I can remember in recent animation history. It recontextualizes the entire episode and makes the whole thing funnier on the rewatch. When Jessica offers to go skinny dipping with Morty and he rejects what he's been waiting for his whole life because he wants to get to this vision of his death, and it turns out the vision of his death was not what he thought it was. That if fucking I creamed my jeans just from the post-credit scene. It's like I'm watching a Marvel movie.
Oh no, you do that for those 2? Damn. Yeah, that was pretty good, huh? Wow. Yeah. That made so much sense in the end.
It's one of those things where I wonder, was that their plan all along, or did some guy late into the process think, holy shit, I just thought of a way to make this way funnier, and they like tacked it on at the end? I'm always curious about the creative process on stuff like that.
No, she still seemed into him. I don't know. It's pretty wild. Who knows if maybe at some point it was real, and then maybe he just messed everything up when he killed Rick, but then he was destined to die alone, and she was a nurse. Who knows?
Did you keep your eyes peeled? Because the plot of the episode is that Morty has a death crystal where if you're in contact with it, you can see how you're going to die. Did you keep your eyes peeled for all the various Morty deaths that were possible? I think there's one where he's like middle-aged, smoking a cigarette on the toilet, and that was just how he dies. I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, yeah, you gotta watch out for that fate. Just dying on the toilet.
Yeah, it's my worst nightmare. I spend so much time there; it could happen at any moment.
Shit, you could die anywhere. Oh
Yeah,
no,
literally
it's
shit.
not safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. You can't stop shitting because you're dead. Oh.
Was there a Morty death that stuck out to you as your favorite, or were you more interested in seeing Jessica's tits?
Oh man, I guess I didn't pay attention too much. I just thought like, actually, why don't I look at those more? But then I forgot instantly.
Yeah. How do
I
you hope
remember
that
there was
you'll
one
die? Do,
age.
do you have an ideal death in mind that you would like to force into reality like Morty did?
Well, for me,
Yeah.
oh jeez.
Do you want to
Damn,
die on the toilet? Do you want to die in my arms? How do you want to die, Florian? Everybody's dying to know.
that's pretty hard. I don't know. I guess I just want to die old, cop out. Woo.
See,
Maybe even alone. I don't know about. Well, I guess if you could see in the future, I guess you could, like, really do the thing, huh? You could find a woman that'll stick with you till the death. But then again, if you ever been in a relationship, it's like, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess you're there, but I don't know if it's this much better than being alone.
whoa! Sounds like you've had
Whoa.
some lackluster relationships, Florida. What's going on?
Oh no, have I ever?
Oh no! Florian's ex-girlfriend, is she Kino?
Well, it's being alone is just not so bad. You just got all this societal pressure, and it's just, well, who needs it? You can just fap. It's fine. You don't need a
What if there
girlfriend.
was a female clone of me? Would you date the female version of me?
I guess so. It was just like that one time we did this
Wow.
RPG, and that was the female version of you.
Wait, who was the female version of me?
You don't remember the Pokemon RPG?
Well, yeah, I guess you know what? Yeah, you're right. It's been a little bit. I haven't watched that back recently either.
But both me and Burger wanted to date you.
I can't blame you.
Damn.
Thank God, man. I dodged a bullet, or I guess in this case a fist, by not dating Burger. If you catch my drift on this one.
Well, canonically, you live happily ever after with him.
Oh God, only in fantasy.
Yeah, I guess they probably called the cops eventually on you there.
If there was a girl version of you, would you be a good girlfriend? Would I want to date Would I want to date Floriana?
God, I guess. Oh, you? I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you can date the girl version of me, but I can't date the girl version of you. What's going on?
I don't know. I saw you asking me if I wanted to date myself as a girl. I
No,
don't
no, me.
know. Damn. No clone babies for me, huh? Okay.
Ew. Might as well just fuck your own twin sister at that point. Which I hear
I
is
guess
a
so.
common trend in Austria. Is that true?
Whoa, no, it isn't. I guess that would give you the ultimate inbreeding, huh? Damn.
Yeah.
Because it deletes half the DNA. Ah, shit.
Uh-oh. Well,
Wait, what?
do you have any other thoughts on this episode of Rick and Morty? I guess Jerry revealed that he's a bit of a weeaboo and he's a big fan of Akira. Have you seen the
He
movie
doesn't know what
Akira?
Akira is.
Have you seen
I
Akira?
actually have, yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
so I have to admit that's one I have not gotten to yet. So what was the Akira reference in the episode that Jerry had to point out that I missed?
well, there's these kids that I guess have superpowers, and then in the end they become giant flesh monsters, just like Morty did.
Oh, I thought Akira
So,
was
like,
about motorcycle racing because I've only seen the poster.
that's how it starts, I guess.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess he didn't do any motorcycle racing in this one.
No.
Yeah, I guess Akira. It's one of those really old anime, but then when you watch it, it's not really that impressive. Ooh.
Oh, so I shouldn't even bother, is what you're saying.
I don't know, if you like really weird stuff, I guess.
Okay,
But
what would you value
not that
higher?
weird.
Akira,
Huh?
Akira, or Sword Art Online? Which one should I watch?
Well, damn. I guess Akira's over faster, so there you go.
I was hoping you'd say Sword Art Online so you would get canceled like never before.
Oh, well, by the Digi fans, who cares?
In a recent episode of my Pokemon Let's Play, Biggs said that one of his favorite anime of all time is Sword Art Online, and that's the only episode with more than 3 dislikes on it. People were not happy.
Well, those 3 Digibro fans, huh? But yeah. Watched the Digibro episode and they knew to hate it. And you hated it too, I guess, Sword Art Online.
I
How much did
watched
you
3
watch?
episodes and I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
Is it true that there's an incest subplot though? Because if there's incest, I gotta watch the whole thing. That's my rule. That's why I love the
Sure,
Serbian film.
well, did you watch the Digibro thing on it?
No. You think I've watched an actual Digibro video, dude? I don't give a fuck about anime.
I assume at some point you must have binged his content. In
No.
this weird relationship you had with him. Come on,
No.
admit it.
It's the only way I could keep my respect for him is that I didn't watch anything he ever made.
Well,
I would have
that
been
makes
too
sense.
embarrassed just by sitting
Well-
there watching it.
Well, the fucked up thing that happens in it is that, like, the girl, there's this weird admin in the thing, in the game.
There's a
and he tries
ghost in the shell.
Oh no! Well, he tries to rape her anyways while she's unconscious, and then
Kirito does?
no, Sword Art Online. No, it's the bad guy who tries to do that.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I just remember that Digi got really offended at that for some reason, despite his weird things, weird sexual things.
Well, we'll have to
But
ask
there
him
you
next
go.
week when he comes on the show.
Oh
We're gonna
no!
do Sword Art Online is a kino along with Akira.
Finally, I guess. Oh boy!
Yeah, thank God.
The crossover everyone was waiting for, the finale of his insufferable social media podcast.
Yeah. But it's going to be you guys arguing about Sword Art Online, and I'm going to admit that I didn't actually watch it. Speaking of which,
both of us not caring.
Speaking of me not actually watching something, are you ready to move on to our next review?
You didn't watch it? Holy shit!
No, let me explain.
Let me just say one more thing.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I can't wait for God, now I forgot his name. Watiti to ruin Rick and Morty, because all the clips with him in it seem just to be the most annoying thing. So can't wait.
Hey, he didn't ruin Mandalorian, Florian.
Just because I didn't notice him.
Mandalorian, Florian. I'm gonna start making that joke more often.
Yes, Simeon Jimian, let's do it.
Simeon, Jimian, and the Mandalorian, Florian. Hell yeah. That should be the next Star Wars show. The two of us doing a buddy cop Star Wars adventures.
Well, yeah, I can't wait.
Instead of Baby
Real
Yoda, it's
Star
just like
Wars.
I'm a little monkey on your shoulder who keeps screaming.
And you just throw the poop. Yeah.
Yeah, I throw the
Can't
poop.
wait.
Yeah, I'm
Right, so-
Jar Jar Binks' worst enemy. I throw the poopy.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Man, where's Jar Jar Binks? Where is he? I mean, I was promised Jar Jar Binks, and he's just taken from us too soon.
What if Mandalorian ends with the reveal of Darth Jar Jar?
That would be the best. It's his own nemesis. It's Darth Binks.
No, what if the Mandalorian takes off his helmet and it's fucking Jar Jar the whole time? That's what I want. That's the show I'm hoping for.
Oh my god, yes. Everyone is Darth Binks. It'll happen.
Yeah.
He needs to be everyone. All right. Why didn't you see Transformers, you traitor?
Okay, listen. Baron von Brunk paid me $1 and said you guys should review the 1986 Transformers animated film on the next Is It Kino. I said, okay, let's do it. Let's go for it. And I've got to say, Florian, I now completely understand how my parents felt when I forced them to watch the Pokemon movie when I was a child. If you're not a fan of this going in, as somebody who does not care about Transformers, the IP in the slightest, I've never seen any episode of the cartoon, I was just I picked the wrong time to stop smoking weed every day, Florian. I think if I was intoxicated in some way, I would have enjoyed it. There's lots of beautiful colors of space and robots fighting, but it's just utter nonsense. It's not a film. It's a series of kick-ass animated 80s music videos, and I'll give it this. The music was fucking awesome. There's some great 80s hits in here. The animation is cool to look at, but from a film and character perspective, I couldn't make heads or tails of what the fuck I was watching. I did watch half of it, so at least I tried.
Didn't you like that kid that was just randomly there for no reason, and just one human kid?
No.
All the time.
I don't know why a robot was fishing in the first place. He can't eat the fish. What's he gonna do with it?
Trade the fish.
I think I got up to the point where all of the main characters die, and evidently I heard about this from Joe Starr. This movie existed because they wanted to kill off all of the main Transformers characters so that they could introduce new ones in the movies so that they could sell more toys of the new characters. Is that true?
Wow, I don't know, maybe.
That's what I heard.
Didn't even know about this shit before. It's just like, yeah, I guess it's Transformers before they learned to harness the power of Michael Bay.
Would it be blasphemy for me to say I now have a new respect for the Michael Bay movies? Because everybody says, oh, Michael Bay, he is just mindless action. He doesn't know what he's doing with Transformers. Bitch, I just watched the best Transformers movie. It has less plot and story and characterization than the fucking Michael Bay movies. Are you kidding me? This IP has never been good, in my view. It looks like it's always just been chaotic nonsense the whole fucking time.
Wow, the blasphemy. Well, I guess I agree. I mean, I love the Michael Bay Transformers. They're really good, but
wow!
I guess the old stuff is just pretty hard to follow, huh? The only thing I liked was the dinosaur robots. You probably didn't get to those.
No, I did see the first Mark Wahlberg Transformers movie, and I said, I'm never spending money on this again. This is unwatchable. But specifically...
Is that all you saw?
No, I saw the first four, and Transformers 1, you've got Shia LaBeouf, and he's trying to hide the Transformers from his parents, and they think he's masturbating in his room. There's actual substance to this in the most minuscule way possible. At least I can follow the simplistic story about this human character, and I don't feel alienated from what's going on screen. This fucking movie, it's just a light show with it's just a nightmare. I don't know. I could not follow it. They had Citizen Kane voicing a planet at one point, and I said, okay, that's enough. I'm gonna go see something else.
He did have a great voice, that planet, damn.
Yeah, well, I think that was his final movie role before he died.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Orson Welles?
Well, that sounds familiar. Damn. Yeah. What a shame.
He drinks. He got so drunk on the set of that champagne commercial that he fucking died of alcohol poisoning.
Seriously?
I have to assume.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, what a shame.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but Shia LaBeouf better than Orson Welles in terms of Transformer movies. I gotta say. Did you make it to the end of this though? Because it sounded like you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great, except for the epilepsy, I guess. Everything just flashing lights. I guess they didn't learn about epilepsy yet in the day.
So I'm a huge cuck who did not enjoy the film. I want you to tell us why it's actually worthwhile and entertaining. Tell me what I didn't see.
Well, I don't know. Just say it's really well animated and the music is great.
The music is it. If somebody told me this was just a series of music videos set to cool animation, I would have enjoyed it. When I went into it as a film, I thought it was just garbage.
Damn. Yeah, I guess so. Guess it was plot-wise, so I wasn't much there.
No, it makes Michael Bay look like Shakespeare.
I mean, I liked some of the characters, even though most of them had really annoying voices. I guess the new ones they tried to make, holy shit, how annoying.
There's the guy whose thing is that his name's like Blur or something. He's like, oh, I'm Blur, I'm gonna go really fast. And I'm like, oh my god, stop! This voice actor is insufferable, fucking stop it!
Yeah. And then the new villain that's supposed to replace Megatron, he's got the most annoying voice of all. He's just super squeaky.
Was that Starscream?
Maybe.
Watching this
Yeah, I guess
movie, for years people have been telling me I should get into voice acting to like dub anime and shit, and I always thought that's ridiculous. I have no skill. Nobody wants to hear that. After watching this movie, I'm convinced I'm a better voice actor than half the people who were cast in this fucking movie. I couldn't stand any of their voices other than Orson Welles and Judd Nelson and Optimus Prime. I couldn't stand any of the fucking voices that I heard.
Yeah, I guess so. You should do it.
I'm Starscream! I'm gonna get you, Transformers! Stop! Ah! I can't stand this bullshit. Turn it off.
It's amazing.
I'm coming to realize I'm so glad I do not have nostalgia for Transformers or Star Wars or any of this stuff. I first watched all of this stuff as an adult, so I don't have those nostalgia goggles on to convince myself that genuine garbage is actually really deep and sophisticated. That's how I feel about the Pokemon movies, and in reality, they're probably horrible, horrible things.
Yeah, I guess you like that Pikachu one, huh? Detective Pikachu. All just nostalgia. That's all that was. Right?
Detective Pikachu was fine. I'm thinking more like the animated Pokemon movies that I watched on VHS as a kid over and over again. If my parents saw those the same way I saw this Transformers movie, I have to apologize to them for watching it so many times because it would have just been torture.
Oh, you made them watch it too?
Well, I mean, we lived in the same house. They probably just heard it in the other room all fucking day.
No headphones. Typical child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's weird, huh?
Headphones on a television in 2001? What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's so weird, and that became the default was just to have speakers on everything. Now we just put headphones in there somewhere. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know if my giant box TV had headphones, and if it did, what am I gonna sit 2 feet away from a screen that's as big as my fucking body at the time?
Definitely gonna get the epilepsy now, damn it.
Yeah, Pokemon actually gives kids epilepsy too.
It does. Well, not as much as this one would have if it had been popular. So how far did you get into it then?
I made it to when Orson Welles' character showed up about half an hour in, and then I decided.
Left?
Well, because I realized, I thought, I could be spending this time watching a real movie. So then I left my house and went and saw Ford v Ferrari in theaters, which I wanted to talk about this week, but you want to see that one, so we'll do that one next week.
Yeah, I gotta see it, man. It's Matt Damon finally.
Matt Damon, that's right. And Christian Bale. I know how much you love the Christians.
Oh, do I?
No.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Was Transformers 1986 Kino, Florian?
Yeah, I mean it was really good. What do you want, man? Watch it.
Sure.
Watch it. Why don't you like crazy action, nonsensical crazy action like I do? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, coming from a guy whose favorite films of the decade are the Hobbit trilogy, I guess I can see why you love the Transformers cartoon.
Yeah, that makes sense. Don't forget about the Transformers movies that I also like.
I like the first one. I think the first one holds up. I think it's okay.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. Man, that was... Did I see that in the cinema? I guess that was kind of my childhood.
That was like 2007, right? 2000,
yeah,
around there?
Yes, my childhood.
Yeah.
Close enough. Yeah, it was a good time. It had so much promise, and then it fulfilled that promise by getting rid of Shia LaBeouf, I think. Or did it? I don't remember. I guess they got rid of a lot of people. They got rid of his girlfriend. They couldn't afford her anymore.
Or they didn't want her. She said, "I'm tired of being objectified," and Michael Bay said, "Okay, you can leave. You're done."
Here's the door. Damn.
Okay, Florian, you said there was a movie on Netflix that you wanted to briefly jerk off.
Well, I just wanted to see if you'd like it. I don't know. I guess it's all right.
Well, pitch it to me right now. What is this movie? What's going on?
Well, it's called The King, and it's based on Shakespeare. It's about a king that was described by Shakespeare, and he's got all kinds of intrigues going on, and he's he's some crazy, edgy boy, and apparently a lot of people hated it because it wasn't historically accurate enough. And then,
Historically
I don't
accurate to
know.
a Shakespeare play? I don't think those are really all that historical most of the time.
No, they talk about like armor and stuff usually. I don't
Oh.
know. Maybe you don't watch those channels, but there's like a whole group of YouTube channels that discuss historical armor and weapons, and they weren't that pleased with it.
Which
Some of them,
Shakespeare
anyways.
are they adapting? Because if it's King Lear, I'll watch that shit right now on stream.
Oh, you will? Damn.
I doubt it's
Oh,
King Lear though, from your
no,
description.
it isn't. Did you see King Lear with Gandalf?
No, I didn't know Gandalf did one. I've only seen the Japanese one.
Wait, am I thinking of the right one? God, I swear he did one.
He might have. King
Well,
Lear is
anyway,
famously a very old man.
not sure, I guess.
Did you search
Anyways,
Gandalf King Lear movie? Because you probably won't find it if you do that.
well, what's the actor's name? Ah, God, how could I forget? Gandalf, oh no.
Robert
Oh,
Pattinson.
no.
Oh, he didn't. That wasn't Gandalf. Robert Pattinson.
I don't
I thought
think
he had a
so.
whole bunch of old age makeup on. You would have been like
Oh,
12.
damn. So, anyways, it's Henry V that this movie is about,
Ah, okay.
and he goes to war, and then it's really muddy and grotesque. I don't know. I guess it's more goofy, really, but I don't know. It was kind of cool.
Do I have to
What do
see
you want
Henry
about?
the First, Second, Third, and Fourth first so that I can understand Henry the Fifth?
I hope not. And his father was pretty annoying, and I guess that was Henry the Fourth.
What
Probably
about
not.
how about Shrek Goes Forth? Is that based off of Shakespeare?
Shrek goes forth. What?
That's the name of the fourth
Uh,
Shrek movie.
what? That's the name? That can't
There's
be
Shrek the
right.
Third, Shrek Goes Forth, and now Shrek the Fifth will be the new one that comes out.
I bet it's just called Shrek 4. What are you
It's called
talking
Shrek
about?
Goes Forth, dude. Look it up.
It's got Shrek Forever After, apparently.
Oh, damn it.
Oh no!
Was I
Trying
right
to
or not?
trick me, Gooby.
You call me Gooby?
Well, I guess it's stolen. Never mind.
Okay.
No, it's called Shrek Forever After. That's Shrek
It should
4,
have
I
been
guess.
called
Let's
Shrek
see.
Goes Forth. That's bullshit.
Damn, guess it should have been. Well, I mean, Shrek is obviously a cinematic masterpiece. You should have seen all of those, I guess.
Shrek 2 is unequivocally a cinematic masterpiece, and I would fight that to my grave.
Well, what about the first one? I guess it's pretty hideous. Hmm.
I mean, that's sort of the idea of the film is that Shrek is hideous. You have to judge him on who he is by his character, Florian. Here in America, we judge
I
people
don't
by their
know.
character, not the hideousness of their skin.
I don't know, man. He's just too low poly in that one. What do you want?
It sounds like you want higher polys.
Well, you get them in Shrek 2, I guess. That one's a lot better visually.
Well, I think that's about all the kino I had for this week. Is there anything else you wanted to bullshit about?
Did you know that there's a Dr. Seuss series on Netflix
Yeah,
called
green eggs
Green
and
Eggs?
ham. Yeah.
Did you hear? Did I tell you?
I saw a poster for it when I went to Subway last week.
A poster. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how can you imagine a series adaptation of a movie where just one annoying guy chasing another guy and making him eat green eggs and ham? Did you read that book ever?
Yeah, I'm sure I read it at some point. I'm sure I read all the Dr. Seuss's back in the day. Are you saying you are going to watch the series and tell us if it's Kino next week?
I have watched it actually,
Oh,
and
well, is it Kino or not? Fill us in.
it's definitely Kino. It's great.
Whoa!
It's just bizarre because the book is really simplistic, but then they just have like all the lines from the book, but all the connecting story is just madness, and it's great.
I mean, they did that with the Lorax movie, and they made one of the greatest songs of all time. So, I mean, it sounds like it's pretty easy to adapt Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, I still listen to that all the time. It's so good.
How bad can I be? I'm just kinoing what comes naturally. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't know me, but my name's Sai. I'm just the otaku lolly guy. And I think
Oh,
Digibro is worth a try. So I say, let it grow.
my God. Yeah, we need more Dr. Seuss for sure. And that
What
one
about the
was
Cat in the
really
Hat
good.
live action movie? Was that Kino?
Maybe not that one.
You don't like the
Oh,
meme of Cat in the Hat holding a bat to fucking obliterate somebody? To attack a child? A Jewish boy?
oh no, who would do such a thing? Yeah, that was wild. I remember seeing it once, and I didn't remember it being grotesque, but now apparently it is grotesque.
If I
It's got
remember,
like the
that
worst
movie is like
makeup ever.
that movie is 75 minutes long. It is about as long as the first two episodes of The Mandalorian.
Wow, amazing.
Can we end this episode with you singing "How Bad Can I Be"?
How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally, and that's it. That's all I got.
Can you get your friend who voice acts Trump to do that in your next animation with Trump? I want to hear Trump sing that.
Oh my god.
You have to do it
Maybe.
in your
I don't
next Bee
know.
and Wasp video.
I have to invest a lot of money in making that happen. I don't know.
Do it. Do it for
Oh
Kino.
no.
We'll review it. We'll review your animation on this show.
Oh, finally some real attention. oh
Let's see if I can do Bernie Sanders. I think
boy.
that being bad should be free. How bad can I be? I want health care for all. It should come naturally. That's my Bernie Sanders singing the Lorax.
I always thought he'd be against being bad. Damn.
All right. Well, I think we're all keynote out this week, folks. We should be back next week with one Benjamin Saint. He wants us to review, what was it, Turbo Kid or something?
I already forgot. Guess I'll have to look it up again.
Uh-oh.
I remember it looked cool, so I guess I can't wait.
Well, I guess tune in for that one. And we will also be discussing Ford v Ferrari. I have so much to say about this Oscar bait film, and I was hoping to get it all out now, but now I have to let the feelings build inside of me for another week, and it will probably drive me to madness.
Yeah, now you see how it is. I had to wait so long to talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I forgot almost all I had to say.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
The Rian Johnson movie Knives Out comes out later this month, Florian. I'm excited for us to tackle that one.
Can't wait. I don't know anything.
It's a
but I'll see
murder
it.
mystery
Definitely
starring
close.
James Bond and Captain America and so many lovely
Wait,
actors.
which James Bond?
Uh,
Which James Bond?
Daniel
The new
Craig.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, that one, right. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Could be good.
I think it's going to be the same plot as the fucking Mousetrap, aka the detective was the killer all along. That's the vibe I'm getting from Ryan Defy
Spoiler!
Your Expectations Johnson.
Oh, guess we'll never see it coming. Maybe everyone killed him, but maybe no one did. Oh God.
Well, I guess
How
we'll
to-
find out.
Yeah.
Florian, where can people find you online if they want to follow all the sick animations that you make?
Check out Game Squid on YouTube, everyone. And check out Game Squidable on Twitter for my silly tweets.
If you want to hear 10 more minutes of Florian talking about Rick and Morty, he recently put up a Fascist Rick review video. Go check that out.
I'm Fascist Rick. Woo!
Yeah, sure. And if you want to find me, go to patreon.com/mumkey and just donate hundreds of dollars. That's all you need to do. You don't need to watch my stuff. Just give me the money.
Do the people that donate during the stream show up in the YouTube video of this?
Yeah, they do.
Wow, what an opportunity.
Yeah, if you want to throw in $1 to advertise your shit that's going to be seen by upwards of 2,000 people on YouTube, now is your chance, folks. Tune into these live streams over at twitch.tv/MumpkyJones every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, folks. That's where you can see this show live. And if you want to listen to it not on YouTube or Twitch, we are on iTunes as well. Just look up Is It Kino? Okay.
Kino. Woo.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will see you next time.
Goodbye.